Hey guys, Dr. Sandeep Gupta here. I'm with Chris Henderson today, who's made a visit to the office to share some of his amazing knowledge with me. And we're really excited about our webinars, which are coming up on the 17th of July and either the 19th, Friday the 19th if you're in the United States, or Saturday the 20th of July if you're down under in Australia or New Zealand. So what are some of the things that are really interesting you at the moment, Chris, in this whole EMF and health space?
Look, I think the most important thing for me is when I go and visit clients to do testing is to make sure they understand what exposures they're getting from their individual devices, right? We can blame towers or say, hey, this is the main exposure with towers or bigger installations, but really what's happening in the home is what's really polluting you. And that's what we're focusing on, what those things are and what you can do about it.
Almost like saying, don't externalize the
Yes,
problem. Look to your own
yeah,
personal habits and start there. Is that right?
that's right. You're responsible,
Right.
and that's a good place to start.
Right.
I've had to do it myself. I've had to, know when to turn my phone off, know when to turn my Wi-Fi off, know when the best time is to, maybe have the Wi-Fi on when I'm doing work, but at night time I'm turning everything off that I need to get a good night's sleep. So we're going to be talking about what are the main sources of EMF, what you can do to reduce those and enhance your health, because this is unseen. You can't hear it, you can't smell it, you can't see it.
Yeah.
As you know, the studies you've done,
Yeah.
and you're doing, is really amplifying the fact that it is an issue.
100%. Yeah, I don't know if I told you, but I've actually been going to the gym 3 times a week.
Right.
Trying to get super fit.
Okay.
The one thing you see when you go to the gym is everyone's got the Bluetooth headphones in.
That's right.
And I was really interested to see that recent study talking about Bluetooth use and thyroid nodules, because that, in medical practice, that's something we see all the time. People who've got thyroid nodules.
Yes.
Sometimes people have got thyroids with multiple nodules.
Yeah.
And sometimes they have to go get biopsies, and there's concerns about cancer.
Yeah.
But the really interesting thing about this study, and we posted it on the EMF Made Simple Facebook group, or Facebook page rather, is that if you're using like Bluetooth headphones or other Bluetooth devices for 3 or 4 hours a day, it's way more likely than not that you will develop thyroid nodules. Now, if you pull that all the way back to 1 hour or less, it's much more likely than not that you won't have thyroid nodules. So
it's important.
When you think about it, it's like, well, hang on, that's something anyone can do, right? So
Exactly.
We're not saying never use any Bluetooth devices. Like I actually myself, I was telling you before, I actually will occasionally like put on Bluetooth headphones if it's just not convenient. Let's say I'm working out and it's just not convenient to have wires around. I might use Bluetooth headphones for a short period of time, but it's way below that 1 hour a day mark. Right? And when I'm using my computer, it's always wired. So there's things you can do without having to say, I'll never use Bluetooth headphones ever again or whatever. You can just make sure you're not using these things excessively. Like for your main work, you don't need to be using Bluetooth, right? You can certainly just use wired headphones.
100%. And this is the thing. It's like your dose is your poison, right?
Right.
Apply that to this. It's the same. We're so super saturated with these technologies that we don't get to think about that. But you have to bring control back to your living space. You can control what you do yourself, and bring that personal responsibility back. So we're actually going to give people some top 10 tips, on how to, still exist in the modern world with your smartphone, but, defragging that a little bit, and learning how to turn antennas off, which you don't need to use, things like that, little practical things that most people don't know. So
and I've definitely changed my habits since learning all this stuff from you. So thanks for your input there. And it's almost like we're just saying, if there's just little things you can do to reduce inflammation in your body, why wouldn't you do it, right?
100%. And sleep, right? Getting better sleep. If you can sleep better, generally your whole life's better.
100%.
Your work, your activity, your energy.
If I have a good night's sleep, my whole day is just like
100%.
Way better. Than if I haven't had a good.
And that's what we need to concentrate on, making sure the electronic devices before bed and during sleep are reduced. And I've had amazing client testimonials where people were sleeping with their phone, couldn't sleep, headaches, turned the phone off, dreaming, deeper REM sleep, 3 days later. Like, what? How much do people pay for that?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How much melatonin or supplements or things that they think they're not doing when it's really in broad daylight.
Yeah.
It's their device.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, everyone wants to, have a better quality of life, and if there's some simple things that we could do to achieve that, well, why not learn about them? So yeah. So if you guys wanted to turn up to these webinars, where Chris is really looking forward to sharing his knowledge, and we're looking forward to drilling him with some tricky questions. So if you come along and ask some questions on the night, we'll would love to discuss these things with you guys and see what you guys get out of it. So thanks very much, Chris, for coming along, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.